the flames.
The Bandini accident was a special accident, and it was at a time when that type of accident could not be dealt with in the same fashion as today. The car was more fragile. The fuel tanks were not managed with regards to the leakage of fuel and the control of the fire. The equipment around the track today is very sophisticated, and you can put a fire out very quickly. And the objects that he hit would not be there today. So much has happened, which I'm very proud to be part of in the movement of changing from very dangerous motor racing to very safe motor racing. I say that when Jackie Stewart was racing, motor racing was dangerous and sex was safe. Today, motor racing has never been safer, and maybe sex is quite dangerous.
Yeah, I certainly had an appreciation of the danger, which to me was part of the pleasure of racing. To me now racing is, the danger's taken away. If it's difficult, they put in the chicane. So really the danger now is minimal, which is good because people aren't hurt. But for me, the fact that I had danger on my shoulder made it much more exciting. It's rather like if you flirt with a girl. It's more exciting than paying for a prostitute, because one you know you're going to get it, the other one you don't. And I think that with driving a motor car, the danger is a very necessary ingredient. Like if you're cooking, you need salt. You can cook without salt, but it hasn't got the flavour. And it's the same with motor racing without danger, for me.
When you're driving at 320 k's, wheel to wheel, the slightest error of judgment or indiscretion by another driver can cause, it isn't a car accident, it's an aircraft accident. The velocity and the dynamics are extraordinary. And if anybody's ever seen one of those accidents or been in one and felt it, they never want to take liberties and be exposed to that type of experience. So I don't think the fact that it is safer today has taken away anything of that element of risk. In the days when I was racing, and in the days beyond that, the number of people who were killed was horrendous. My wife and I, Helen, at least know 57 people who have died. May not have been our very best friends, but certainly associates and friends. And maybe 5 or 6 of my very best friends that I ever had were killed in racing cars. So that's why I say these were the bad old days. And today, the responsibilities of everybody concerned have improved the safety record to it being the most modern sport and the most technological sport and the highest capital investment sport in the world. So it's still very special. And I suppose Monaco is still the capital of it.
The Grand Prix is almost over. Monaco will recover its legendary tranquility, its postcard colours and picturesque charm. The crowds will soon be gone, and the streets filled with normal vehicles, not screaming past at 300 kilometres an hour, but the sedate Rolls-Royces of the wealthy and the scooters of the many workers required to assure their comfortable existence. Passing visitors contemplate the privileged pace of seaside life here and see it as a perpetual vacation. But why does this comfortable paradise feel the need and desire to undergo an annual cataclysm? And why does the deafening world of Formula One crave a setting so ill-fitted to its requirements? Apart from vulgar financial considerations which we shall not dwell upon, perhaps it is a shared need for an annual moment of feverish folly, a salutary escape from monotonous normality, from the super-safe white-tracked circuits of the Formula One world and the equally secure calm of their principality for the citizens of Monaco. Many racetracks, and even some of the most prestigious, have disappeared. A paradox in an age of reason, perhaps excessive reason, Monaco is still with us, but for how much longer?
I think it's part of the tradition of motorsport. It's been here for more than 70 years, and everybody associates Monaco and the Grand Prix together. And so therefore, I think it's a fundamental part of Formula One, and it's difficult to imagine that changing.
No, we're not going to let it disappear. We're part of Monaco, Monaco's a part of us. You know.
It's not impossible for Monaco to be no longer in the calendar. If the wrong accidents occurred more than once, it could be a serious risk, because at the end of the day it would be the professional services that would stop the race. If the governing body did not, it would be insurance companies, public liability risks, etc. So I'm sure there are times when the budget for Monaco is many times judged critically. Are you spending too much money on this or that? The more money they spend on making it more secure, removing as many of the downside risks and the unnecessary hazards as possible, and more specifically to contain the accident within the racetrack, the longer Monaco will survive. And hopefully that will be forever, because it's the jewel in the crown of Formula One.